Welcome back to Space Cadets Away Missions. We're doing Mission 3, Earth Orbital Platform, and we need 2 more blood samples. One from the Sentinels, one from the Space Leeches. Things getting pretty ugly. Alright, I think once again we're going to have the Doctor going first, and then we're going to have the First Officer, Annie Fletcher, going second. And yes, we've got to scan the tiles as the first thing in each player's turn every time. We only have 3 left. They're all the same distance away from our Rocketeers, so we can scan any one of the 3. Let's start on the leftmost one. And for the Doctor going first, scan action, let's get to it. Alright, let's get scanning. We got a discovery token, we got some aliens, of course, and we have another vent. Alright, well, it's a vent, but for discovery token we have some more Mysterium, and the aliens, oh man, we got a brain in a jar, a thrall, and a leech. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. Brain in the drawer, yeah, a thrall and a leech. Alright, so brain in a jar. The thrall now is just a regular thrall, so he will not carry the brain in a jar with him. And a leech. Okay, that's it. That's not terrible. Let's now go to the Doctor's area on the board here and have him take his turn. Alright, it's the Doctor's turn. There are 2 charges left on the Impossible Cube. So he's going to go ahead and use it. Rocketeer rolls 5 dice. Successes may be spent on the Rocketeer's personal overkill option. His personal overkill option is to heal 1 hit point per success to self or another Rocketeer in the same tile. So he's going to go ahead and roll 5 dice right now. Each one's going to be a heal. Annie Fletcher's down 2 health and the Doctor's down 1. So let's get to the dice tray and see if he can get some healing going on. And that's not even costing an action. Alright, let's get that impossible cube fired up and see if the Doctor can do any healing. Come on, and he gets 1. 1. You know what? He's going to heal himself for 1, going back up to a maximum of 5 health. The reason he's doing that is because Annie Fletcher's got food pills and powdered juice. She can just give herself 2 health back. Alright, back to the board. The Doctor still has a non-combat action and 2 regular actions. And let's not forget also that he has the football player with him. The football player gives him 1 free open hatch action per turn. So he's going to use that right now. We're going to open a hatch. We're going to open the hatch between the Sentinel and 2 Saucermen. Alright, Doctor still hasn't used any actions, but he's going to have to use 1 now. He's going to do a non-combat action. He is going to move in here with the Sentinel and the 2 Saucermen. Now, when you move into a space with the Sentinel, you don't suffer panic. You suffer panic when they move into your space. So just to clarify that. Alright, he's going to use his action point. He is going to use the air knife. He's going to try to get a blood sample from the Sentinel. You get 1 hit and an alien blood sample. Well, let's hope he's successful. 3 dice. Let's get to the dice tray. See if he can get a blood sample from the Sentinel. Alright, this is all important. We need a blood sample now! Yes, and he even gets an overkill. Oh, that is so good. Alright, so we've got a hit on the Sentinel, and we got a blood sample, so I'm just going to use a little Sentinel token here to represent that. Yes, that's what we need. Now, overkill options for the Doctor. He can heal. And because he has the large med pack, he can use his Sawbones ability at 1 range and line of sight. So he could heal Annie Fletcher 1 if he wants to do that. The other overkill option on the Sentinel, I believe, is stagger. So we can look at that. I don't think it's really worth having the stagger happen. Overkill option, stagger. The Sentinel, -2 attack dice for the rest of the turn. And you'll see why that's not going to be too important here in a second. So I think For his overkill, he may as well then, he'll heal Annie Fletcher 1 health. She's going to go from 2 hit points up to 3. Back to the board, the Doctor still has 1 action remaining. Alright, I'm doing an extreme long shot here. Why am I doing that? Well, because the Doctor still has an action left. Let's not forget that. But he also has the Sonic Repulsor, and he's going to push 1 figure or item in line of sight away from the user until it leaves his line of sight or reaches a hatch or map edge. There's 3 charges on it. He's going to use 1 charge. He's going to shove that Sentinel like there's no tomorrow. Now, line of sight, he can see through this tile, this tile, this tile, this tile, this tile. So the Sonic Repulsor is going to take the Sentinel and shove him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces all the way back here, which is exactly what I wanted to happen, because now that Sentinel is out of our hair for now. Doctor, though, still has 1 action remaining. I'm going to readjust the camera. He's going to take his final action. Alright, and for the final action, I think what we're going to do for the Doctor is he's going to go ahead and use his ray gun in the space that he's in. He's going to be rolling 5 dice, but he's shooting at the shooting at a saucerman, hoping to get some overkills. Let's go to the dice tray, roll up 5 dice for that attack. Alright, this is pretty important. We need more than 1 success. Well, we'll take what we can get. And he gets 2 successes. Alright, 2 successes we're going to live with. One of them, of course, is going to kill a saucerman. So away he goes. And we have 1 overkill to process. So let's get to the board and see what he's going to do for an overkill. Yeah, we're going to use the tried and true Psychic Scream. We're going to stun the leader because, once again, he is the worst guy to have to deal with. Now, I could have used the Ray Gun's ability for hit and run, which means the Doctor could have moved back 1, but I don't think I'm going to worry too much about that right now. Alright, up next we have First Officer Annie Fletcher. We're going to have to scan a tile first, though. And we only have 2 tiles left to scan, then we're going to have to start pulling red alert tokens. Ooh! Alright, let's do the center one. It's going to be the brain control, or whatever it's called. Master Brain. Well, at least the Master Brain is far, far away from us. Successful IQ action, -2 dice. To deactivate the brain, then you get +1 action for the rest of the game. However, we're not really going to worry too much about them right now, because we're so far away. Our discovery token is X-ray goggles. Okay, X-ray goggles. Do we really care what they are? Again, we'll probably never get over there, but we'll take a look anyway. If this will focus, it's 3 activations. Ignore 1 closed hatch in line of sight. Okay, that's what that does. And the all-exciting alien token. We get 3 leeches. Okay, here come the leeches. They're starting to come out of the woodwork now, or I guess the metal work. So 1, 2, 3 leeches. Alright. We're not too concerned about them either. They are so far away. Alright, it's Annie Fletcher's turn. 1 non-combat, 2 regular actions. Alright, Annie Fletcher's first non-combat action. She's going to move away from the bugs into this space. Okay, now she has 2 regular actions to perform, and I'm just trying to think about what it is I want her to do. So I'm going to have to readjust the camera, do some thinking here as to what's the most effective thing for us to do. Alright, I think Annie's going to have to do a bit of crowd control. She's going to take her first action with the atomic rifle, and if we take a look at it here, 1 space away from her current space, she's going to be rolling 5 dice. She's going to be shooting at the saucerman right here. It's going to be her first regular action. So let's go to the dice tray, rolling up 5 dice. Alright, I'd love to see 5 successes. Come on! And we get 1. Damn it! That's terrible. So we just kill 1 saucerman. Ooh. Alright, back to the board. She's got 1 more regular action remaining. Alright, she's going to have to do some bug control. She's going to take her last regular action. She's going to shoot at the horde of 6 bugs sitting here. So let's go ahead, back to the dice tray, rolling up 5 more dice, attacking the bugs. Alright, pest control. Come on. And she gets 3. Ooh, I like that a lot. One of them's obviously going to kill one of the bugs. Away it goes. We have overkill options on the bugs, I believe. What do we have for overkill options on the bugs? Exterminate. Okay, exterminate. Kill 1 bug in range and line of sight. We can use those 2 overkills to just kill 2 more bugs, and you know what? We're going to do that. We got to get those bugs out of here. Excellent. That knocks them right down to only 3 bugs. Back to the board. Does Annie want to spend an oxygen? I'm not sure. Alright, I thought long and hard. She's got 3 oxygen. She is going to spend 1 oxygen for an extra action, and she's going to shoot at these saucermen with her atomic rifle. That's going to give her 5 dice. Let's get to the dice tray. And does she want to shoot at the leader? No, she's going to shoot at these guys. She's going to shoot at this one right here. Dice tray, 5 dice. Let's see if she can nail them. Alright, 5 dice. Saucerman. This was the extra action with oxygen. Come on. She gets 2. 2 is good. Means 1 overkill. So we're going to kill the 1 saucerman. And we're going to overkill. Let's go to the board and see what she wants to do with overkill. Alright, I think she's going to psychic scream one of the saucermen. She's going to psychic scream this one, which is going to knock him down. Alright, that's basically the end of our Rocketeer's turns. So we're going to come back here, I'm going to adjust the camera, and we're going to have all the aliens go. Alright, this should go relatively quickly. We start with brains in a jar. We've got 1 here, 3 away, 1 here, 3 away. Brains in a jar do nothing. Oh, we have another one way up there, but we don't care about it. The leader is having a nap. Not going to do anything. Saucerman of plenty. Saucerman of plenty. Alright. This guy's not going to move. This guy's not going to move. They're all going to shoot for Annie. This one is going to move here. This one is stunned. These 2 are going to move to the center, like so. These 2 are going to move here. Alright, there's going to be 3 attacks on Annie from Saucerman. They roll 2 dice apiece. Let's get to the dice tray and hope they miss. Alright, Annie's under fire here from the Saucerman. A miss on the first one. Second attack, miss. Oh, another miss. Excellent stuff. And the third and final attack from the Saucerman is 1 hit. And Annie's going to take the damage. Again, that takes her down to 2 health, but she can suck it up by chewing down food pills and powder juice on her next turn, which will be in the next episode. Alright, back to the aliens. There's a whole lot of them left to activate. Another long shot, because up next is the Sentinels, and they move 2, but they have a range attack of 0. This guy is going to go 1, 2, getting ever closer to us. Again, the one that we knocked miles away is going to go 1, 2. That's it for the Sentinels. Up next we have the Space Leeches. Now they only move 1 space as well. So these 2 are going to move straight in here with the Sentinel 2 Saucerman. And if I adjust the camera just a bit, we've got 4 of them up here. They're all going to just funnel their way down the base this way. That's it for the Space Leeches. Up last is going to be our favorite, the bugs. Readjust the camera and get them activating. Alright, well there's only 3 bugs left on the whole board now. This is good. So the 3 of them, to get 3 actions basically, the whole swarm of them is going to move in here, if I can get a hold of them. And they're all going to attack Annie. So there was 3, so basically get 3 actions really. 1 action took the swarm in here. There's going to be 2 attacks, 1 die each. Let's get to the dice tray and see if they're going to hit Annie. Alright, 1 die apiece. First attack is a miss. Alright, and the last bug attacking Annie misses as well. So no more damage. We're into the cleanup phase. That's going to be our end of our episode for today. Alright, it's cleanup time. stunned aliens recover. So our leader and one saucerman are waking up from their little naps in the center space with the... Oh, damn it, masters from the id. Damn it. Long ago when the doctor moved in here, he was supposed to roll his IQ. And if he got a success, he would lose an oxygen, and if he got no successes, he would gain an oxygen. So I'm going to do that right now. Damn it, I forgot that long ago. So let's go to the dice tray and quickly roll that up. Now it wouldn't have killed him, it wouldn't have done anything much to him. He's sitting at 3 oxygen right now, so he's either going to go up to 4 oxygen or he's going to go down to 2. Damn it. Okay, let's do that. Alright, so something I forgot long ago was the monsters from the id. Alright, so we're rolling. We want to see no successes. We get 2. Alright, so the doctor will lose an oxygen for that. That's just the way it works. So instead of having 3 oxygen, he now has only 2. Again, it wouldn't have affected the gameplay. Alright, let's finish up the cleanup phase for the turn and end off our episode for today. Alright, so finishing up cleanup, we've recovered all the stunned aliens. We remove any hatch open, hatch locked, and stagger markers off of any creatures, which would be the sentinels. And then we get our action points back. And so we have full action points for Annie Fletcher and the doctor. And I'm going to put these here because we'll decide in the next episode who's going to be going first. Pretty sure we're going to have the doctor go first again because Annie still has 2 charges left on her force field belt. We only need the space leech blood sample. It's all we need. And then we need to get it into the shuttlecraft, use an action to start it up and get out of here. I feel like we're getting closer to a success. That repulsor rifle is so useful to shove sentinels out of our face. 2 charges left on it for the doctor, so that's pretty good. Alright, so thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes. This is Space Cadets Away Missions. We're getting swarmed. We only need 1 more blood sample. This is Mission 3, Earth, Orbital Platform. Are we going to pull it off? I am feeling confident, but let's not forget, in the next episode, we're going to start pulling red alert tokens because we've run out of tiles to search. Ooh, and that could be very bad for us. So thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next episode.